Morning, everybody. Like I said, this is the camera that I can't switch back to selfie, so it's kind of difficult to do that. Here, where I was before. Now, the last video I went that way. Now we're gonna go this way. Stay tuned. It shouldn't be interesting, or it could be boring as hell. So let's go. I don't think this camera even steadies as much as the other one either. This may be a very short road. This could be a longer one. I don't even know. Not even enough looking chickens. And of course, you can't have a Philippine video without dogs or motorcycles. Morning. Oh. I'm not sure what to do. You have some good looking dogs here. Morning.
That's my dog. Good morning.
Huh?
My dog.
Yeah, looking at the motorcycle. Yeah. But it went away too fast and they were like, huh? Scratching their head. Oh, no. Ah, I have a stick, dog. Don't remember that. I got a stick. You don't have a stick.
You have a nice stick.
Huh?
You have a nice stick.
Yeah, it's shipped it from America.
From America.
Yeah, from the petrified forest, actually.
Nice.
Oh.
No.
Actually, I carried this one on the plane. Have a good one. This one I got through on the plane. Oh, more dogs. They tend to be a lot more kind of aggressive when they're kept inside of a gate. Morning. It's a nice house. Yeah, he wants to eat me. Sometimes they want to eat you. And I'm not surprised that they seem a little more aggressive when they're kept inside of gates because... Interesting. Oh, I guess this is a body from a multi-cab, or a roof from a multi-cab. They're using it to give the chickens some shade. Oh, there's a nice house going up. Always someplace going up somewhere. Construction everywhere. Now this trail actually comes down a road. A lot of dirt roads in the Philippines. Starts out on a secondary dirt road that goes from the road to Valencia from Bacong, or from Valencia to Bacong and Bacong to Valencia. I don't know what they call it. The Valencia Road, maybe. Oh my! Look at this, nicely mowed grass. For goats. Oh, and here's one of the new power poles that they've been installing all over. These are galvanized steel. And they've been shutting the grid down all over the place, installing them. Like every couple of weeks, they shut it down all day on Sunday. And they'll swap out poles. This is probably just a driveway to somebody's house, but you never know. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes without walking up there. Morning. This is one thing I not quite understood here. You have a limited amount of square meters you're working with. And by the look of this now, they're probably making an outside upstairs patio. And a small one downstairs, possibly also parked vehicles. And sometimes that's very nice at night, but during the day it's useless. And you waste a lot of interior space. Although that may be what they're after. They're limiting how much air conditioning they're going to use, if they use any at all. And another place looks like this one stopped in the middle of construction, which you see everywhere here. It's constantly something that started going up and stopped. There's some more construction back there. Now, this just seems like a rather large walled compound right here. But you also see lots of that. Morning. Oh, another dog. Oh, wait, look at this house. This is very nice. And odds are that is not an expat house because of the fact there's no wall. Most expat houses tend to be walled in, along with the Filipino houses, but I find it pretty much that's automatic with an expat house. They want to put the wall up first and then build the house inside it. This is a gorgeous house. I like the hell out of this house. Frankly, I don't like the walls myself. I have a friend who has a repair shop. Been here 27 years. The repair shop is just an open roof, no walls, and nobody steals his tools. He has tools a lot of times in the back of his multi-cab when he goes to town. Never lost anything. People are freaked out that they're going to some place that everybody's going to rob you. And, in some places that may happen. But around Dumaguete, it doesn't seem to be that bad. I actually haven't heard about anybody but one person being robbed, and it was a severe temptation of $750,000 pesos to someone that makes, like 300 or 400 pesos a day. That's a hell of a temptation for somebody that makes that much. Let's say about yourself, if you happen to know there was $750,000 when you get $400 a day. That should be more like $40 a day in value. I wondered if this came out here. I've been crossing over in front of this morning. Crossing this street here for quite a while now. And I wondered whether this was a driveway or a road. Truck coming, needs the road. Alright. Where I am now. If I go that way, I go out to the road that goes up to Valencia or Bacong, or down to Bacong. If I go this way, it goes out to a road that then can go back this way to the diversion road, which the diversion road is here. And it's down about maybe 200 yards away. This one actually comes out, if you're coming up from Bacong, there's a small gas station on the left-hand side. And this is on the left-hand side of the gas station. This road starts and heads this way. And it's just a cutover road. And it'll be the first gas station you run into coming up out of Bacong. In fact, I think it's the only gas station between Bacong and Valencia heading up that way until you get up to Valencia. Let's go this way. And I'll walk you down to the diversion road, which is not that far, I don't believe. There's a lot of nice houses along here. I first took this road, I was kind of surprised what I was seeing down here. It is always surprising to me sometimes when I go down a road that looks like it's, you know, a poor neighborhood, because a few of the houses at the beginning are poor looking. And then you find these really nice places. Philippine owned and expat owned. Like I said, there's no way to really know unless you meet the people. There's another nice one. Actually, a house down here I've been trying to find out about, but it doesn't look like anybody's living there, but at the same time it does. There's like no activity in the grass that's not being cut. Well, it's not overgrown, but it's not being walked on or parked on. And it's actually a house with a carport and a second smaller house. And on the other side of the lot is what looks like a couple of apartments. And I wish I had money to buy if it was available. Because it can pay for itself with the, here's another one. Here's one under construction right now. At least it looks like it's under construction, I think. Like I say, it's hard to tell here because construction sort of stops abruptly a lot. Very nice place. It's very common the way they've got this place where the block walls aren't finished. Morning.
Morning.
How are you doing this morning? Bike broken? Oh. Broken. I know the feeling.
Broken.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I've had many broken vehicles over the years. You have a good day.
Hey, have a good day.
Morning. Oh, look at this little puppy. Hello, puppy. Oh. Hard to tell with that, but it kind of looks like a Shih Tzu, but it's hard to say. This long nose is too long, like a poodle. Are you a poodle? Yeah? You are? Okay. Good deal. You're a poodle. Poodle? Is this a poodle? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a poodle. I used to have a toy poodle when I was a kid. Smart dogs. In fact, I used to work with a guy who was ex-SAS. One of the guys we dropped in Afghanistan with a sat phone calling in airstrikes back in the first Gulf War, or not the Gulf War, but the Afghan War. He was involved in the first Gulf War. He was involved in Somalia. He was involved in, what was the other one? Cuba, I think. No, I forget. Anyway, this guy was into everything. But he told me a story one day about how these French unit showed up, Special Forces unit, and they showed up with a standard poodle. And they all thought this was hilarious because none of them realized this is another, I don't know what the deal here. I think this place here might be apartments, but I never see anybody out there to ask. This is just a nice house here, I think. Anyway, never had anybody to ask to find out. Now here's the property with the two houses and what looks like apartments. Anyway, they show up with this poodle, and they all think this is hilarious. They're laughing their asses off. They see all these crazy Frenchmen show up with a poodle. And yet, when that poodle started doing his job, they were all shocked. Because poodles are very smart dogs. They're also water dogs, like Labrador Retrievers and Golden Retrievers. This is the house above me. It's a house here, carport, second house. And then, this is what it looks like, at least two apartments, if not more. But there's no activity here. Nobody's taking care of the place other than it's not overgrown with jungle, but there's a vehicle. There seems to be some kind of vehicle up in there. There's solar powered lights that come on, but no sign of any activity. I'm just wondering what the deal is on it. If I ever have money, I might try to contact a realtor and say, hey, what's the deal? Yeah. Oh, if you have money, maybe you can contact her. And it looks like there's a wall back there in the distance. So it's got a nice sized lot. There are cinder blocks here. They were building some more. And like I said, that looks like apartments, like 2 apartments there. Big as the one I'm staying in. And a nice house, but no sign of anybody. I haven't run across anybody to ask yet. It's semi-finished. Could be painted. It looks like it's in good condition. It actually looks reasonably fresh. Like within, I don't know. Let me get over here on this side. I like to see the cars coming at me if I'm behind. And there isn't too many, there isn't chickens next door either. There's a cow. There's another nice small Filipino house, but a nice lot. One thing you won't see here too often is for sale signs because of the way the real estate business works here. You do see them from time to time. But most of the time that I've tried to make a phone call, phone numbers don't work, out of date. I'll put up a sign and never take it down. Another Philippine house. You can get your phone loaded here. Oh, good morning. What are you doing today? Oh, what are you going to make? What are you making? I've gone to the level over English. She just gives me the nod. You have a good day. Salamat. You'll get the little eyebrow raise. That means yes. Or a head up raise, like quick nod up. That means yes as well. And the lip pointing out at the bottom, pointing in a direction like go over there. It's kind of confusing sometimes. You start to get used to it a little bit. I haven't gotten completely used to it yet. There we are, I'm back to the road that goes down to the diversion road. I'm kind of coming over here a bit because there's a guy that has a multi-cab that I met over here. He wanted to sell for 150,000, well, 3,000 American, 150,000. It's about 140 something. And been neglected to get his phone number, even though I don't have the money to buy it. It would have been good to hold on to the phone number. I haven't seen the van since. But it was a 4-wheel drive multi-cab with the glass roof. Some of them have glass roofs. Not a sunroof, I don't think. It just you can take the curtains off the inside and look out. I don't think it opens as a sunroof. I don't know. But I've seen 2 of them here. So there are more than one around. It's not a custom build. And that's where those vehicles are stopping now. That's the diversion road. And there's a lot more traffic on this road. Getting to go to work time, I guess. Not sure what time it is. Somewhere around 8, 9 o'clock. I like to start walking early. Helen doesn't get up early enough because it'll get hot. Lately it's been getting up where it feels like 100 degrees. And Temperature's not 100, but it feels like 100. But the temperature shifts a lot of times. Like the rain will come in and it'll cool down. But then the sun comes back out and it dries up the moisture and the humidity kicks in. The water delivery. I know that guy. I was buying water from that shop. He's right down the road from that to the right down here, about maybe a quarter mile down. And I did a video a while back about linemen working on the wiring a while back. And that's just down here. I actually just noticed something on one of the multi-cabs that somebody was working on back up in the dirt roads, that it wasn't rear drive. I assume it's front wheel drive. Maybe wrong. But I also have seen, when it just drove by, definitely has rear drive, but I couldn't see axles for turning the front wheels, so I assumed it's possibly rear wheel drive, not four wheel drive. I don't know yet. I don't know which way would be the better vehicle to buy here, so I can't advise you on that. I do know from experience with front wheel drive, they tend to be a little better in the dirt and moving around than a rear drive. Or in bad weather, like in America with snow. And here's where the linemen were working. And here's the diversion road. And it's not finished here. The line comes right down. It's supposed to be here, but it's not. Because they don't own the land yet. And further down, it's all one lane going down through here pretty much. You can just barely squeeze by. You can see where it's going to end up. Way over here is the middle of the road where that truck is parked. But eventually they'll get it through. Well, that's it, everybody. Short walk down a dirt road in Bacong, Philippines. Have a good one, everybody.